One of the reasons why I'm doing this inside is because I don't know if you can pick it up, the rain, it's raining outside, but I'm also not doing the garage because it's cold. And everything on here, I wouldn't say it's clean, but it should not mess up anything just doing it in the house. Hey everybody, this is Brent, Central Arkansas. I am really excited about what I'm leaning against right here. This is my new e-bike. Gina and I have an RV trip coming up, and one of the things that we want to do is kind of explore the different campgrounds and maybe do some bike trails and stuff like that. And I started doing some research on it, and I found out, I actually started learning about these e-bikes and how much they have to offer now with pedal assist and things like that. And I thought that would be awesome. So I did a lot of research on them, and there are, I mean, the market is flooded with these things. I mean, there are tons of brands. You can go on Amazon and look it all up. There's you can see just tons of brands. Just type in e-bike on Google or in Amazon, and they're just absolutely everywhere. And it was very hard to decipher which one would be best for us. So, so I spent days doing it. And one of the things I counted on was the reviews. And when I started looking into reviews, there are channels. And I mean, lots of channels where the whole channel is nothing but doing these e-bikes, and they get sent free bikes, and you know, it's like a money thing for them. They're affiliate of them, and they do reviews. They get bikes shipped to them. A lot of them have more than 10 bikes. It's just crazy. That's not what this is. This is a video of an unboxing of two bikes. This is my wife's, the white one, and I have a black one. And this is just an unboxing of it, the initial video. And the purpose of us buying the bikes, like I said, was so that we could look and so that we could explore campgrounds and some bike trails that are often at the campgrounds, and just get out together and get a little bit of exercise. And these things, from the reviews I've seen, are awesome, especially with pedal assist and nothing but throttle control. So I'm going to bring you some videos of us doing this sort of thing, but they're not going to be trying to sell them to you, or, you know, in-depth reviews or the capabilities and stuff like that. It's just going to be us riding. We're two old folks. I'm in my upper 50s. My wife is somewhere close, and I'm not going to say, but yeah, we're getting older, and we just want to get a little bit more exercise and enjoy our travels a little bit more. So that's why we bought the e-bikes. Now the ones that I got are step through, and that's where it comes down low, where it's easy to step over to get on the seat. In the olden days, we used to call those girls' bikes, but that's not the case anymore. They're also for people that have limited mobility. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do an unboxing. That'll be my initial video, and then I'll do an initial ride, kind of let you know what I think about this particular brand. I settled on this brand because it has good power. The settings on it I liked a lot. The step through area, the area from the ground to where the bottom of the sprocket is, or the top of the sprocket that you step over, it needs to be as low as possible for me and my wife, especially since she had back surgery. It has really good brakes and a good battery for getting around wherever we need to go. So that, and it has the fat tires. I'll just kind of give an overview in another video, but this is an unboxing. supposed to be easy to put together, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do for you now. So that being said, all said, I should say, we bought these bikes. They were not given to us. After I bought the bikes and started talking to them with some difficulty with the shipping, they offered me a free bag. So that was good. I mean, that was nice. And they also told us about becoming an affiliate, a sponsor. So I'm like, okay, so it was a click of a couple buttons, and so I'll put a link in all my videos. It'll say where I got the bikes. That way you'll be able to see the type of bike I got, and it'll be up to you if you want to buy one or not. It'll be up to you if you want to use the link or not. But because I'm an affiliate, I do get 5% for everyone who buys a bike, this bike, through the affiliate. My cat, a dang nut cat. So I want to be upfront with you on that. That wasn't the intention for buying the bikes, but I'm already like an affiliate on Amazon. So I have a gardening channel and this traveling channel. So I'm familiar with affiliates, and essentially the reason why I think they're so good is because you can click on the link and you can go to exactly where and see exactly what I'm showing you in this video, and you can determine whether or not you want to support me or not. But you know, it offers options and gives you a great visual. So if you want to, that's great. I appreciate it. If you don't, that's cool too. I understand. So let's get to the unboxing. All right, let's start the unboxing. I just want to forewarn you that I have a Balinese cat, which is a long-haired Siamese, and she just cannot stand to be ignored. So if you see her popping in and out, I'm sorry. My wife's also in the bedroom doing tax preparation stuff, and the cat she knows that, and so she may meow, and I may have to tell her to hush to stop her from being too distracted in the video. So anyway, my cat's name is Zoe, and she's a new addition too, and she will be, come here baby, come here. I'll show you her. This is her. She loves attention, and she's a little over a year now. We've had her for about a year, and she will be going with us in the RV too. She travels great from the time she was a little bitty kitten. So yeah, she'll be popping in and out, I'm sure, in the video. So let's get back to the unboxing. So I'm going to manipulate the box for you, so it's in the camera, and so that's what I'll be doing, besides just doing this. I want to try to do it, because the bike was 90 something pounds with all the components. I'll reweigh it once I get it out of here. But the first thing I'm going to do is open the bottom, and my hope now is that I can just lift the box off. So I need to get back in the scope of the camera, and we'll stick back here, and I'll grab one corner here and just lift it off. You know what? All right. Now what I have seen done in most of these unboxing videos, excuse me, like I said, the e-bike things are all over the place. I haven't seen an unboxing of this particular bike, but in other bikes what I've seen people do is they open the top of the box and then they try to lift that thing up and over the box. I didn't want to do that, because the slight little tweak in my back has me out of commission for a few days, up to a week. And so that's why I opened it the way I opened it. All right, let's take a look at it. This thing was the first. It's called a bike tool kit. I'll kind of show you what that is later. But the first thing I've got here is I need to get in my little tool container here and get some side cutters, or just maybe I don't need the side cutters because these are snapping pretty easy, to take these pieces of foam off. So I'm going to quit talking for a little bit and just undo the foam. Alright, this is the seat that comes with it. It's a very nice seat. It actually feels really good. The thing is, though, with the sale that's going on, it was between Christmas, I guess, and Valentine's Day. They have a sale where you get an upgraded seat. Let me go get that seat and I'll show you the difference between those two. See, this is the seat that came with it, and it's soft. It's a nice feeling, but this is the one that comes with the sale that's going on now, or the additional that's going on now. It came with this seat and it's not really a basket, but it's a rack for the front, and I'll show you that too. So yeah, I thought this was really neat because if you look at it and you perceive your backside sitting on those, if you got a little bigger backside, you definitely would prefer the upgrade here, what appears to be an upgrade. It feels just as soft, well, not quite as soft actually, but it's definitely wider, and hopefully more area of your backside would mean more support and a better ride. So anyway, back to the getting down to business with unboxing. I'm going to put this on the ground and we'll continue with the handlebars and back to no sound. These are side cutters because the forks have foam on them that are put on with zip ties, and that's not something that most people can break with their hands. They're pretty tough to do. Okay, this is that rack. It's got tape on it, and I've got what they call a box cutter or a razor knife, utility knife. There's lots of names for it. I don't know how I'm going to edit it, if I'm going to leave every bit in it, because I don't know how much you guys want to see. In actuality, some people like to see a lot of it. So this is a bike, it goes on the front. It's got holes here that that attach to the front front part of the bike. I don't know what it's called. Sprocket, not sprocket. Anyway, the front part of the bike. All right. Some of these areas have that, like I said, the tape is easy to break, and there's other areas where the tape's stronger, and ooh, the battery's installed. It's a little shaky now. Let me see if it pulls out. No, I don't know that that's good. It's not supposed to rattle around, I don't think. So anyway, seem to have it pretty packaged up for travel, or shipping rather. It's a little bit, it's not difficult to decipher, but it's not super easy too, and the actual packaging is what's keeping the bike from folding out, which would make it a little easier to get the phone and stuff off, I think. So yeah, there we go. We're getting there. I need to get this one. Okay, I know from watching the videos that this part here, you clap like that, and then you put this extra little piece which keeps it from popping out, and that essentially has the bike in line, so it's almost completely assembled already. It's got the back rack on, it's got both wheels, everything seems to be fine. The thing that appears to be lacking is the handlebars, but I knew that already, because in all these e-bikes that are folding type, the connection down here allows you to fold the bike in half, and because of that, it can be taken places that having it fully out would be more difficult to load somewhere. In our case, that's the RV. And because I watched videos of folding bikes, I know that the handlebars are stowed bent over. So let me see about finishing up here. So like I mentioned, this is my wife's bike, and I really want to get her excited as I am about this. So you can see here, this is the step through part that's really low to the ground, and that is critical for both of us, but especially her, getting excited about doing this. So let me put the kickstand down so I can lean it over and not have to hold it while I'm doing this. And I still have to figure out how I'm going to get it put into the RV, how we're going to carry it, if we're going to put it in the truck or inside the RV or on the back rack. I've got stuff already on the back rack, so that's probably not going to be the best place to put it, on the back rack. Okay, so we're going to do this part here. Let me come around. Now, I'm sorry this isn't professional. If you came here to see something professional, That's just not going to happen with me, because this is the first time I've done it, first bike I've ever owned. Let me stand up. I thought this whole thing bent over. Oh, it does. Okay, so yeah, I need to put this in here first, I believe, if I remember the folding. That's what I didn't mention a minute ago. The reason why I know this is because when you fold it for travel, you have to like fold the handlebars down like that and stuff like that. Okay. Whoa, that's tall. Alright, so that is really tall, so let's bring that down some. Golly, this bike is a lot more substantial than I expected. Jesus, sorry. That is something else. That is not at all flimsy like you'd think. And tires too are really fat. This is a little more than I anticipated. That's the front light. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this in and kind of sit on it real quick, and then my wife's just probably have to be absolutely as low as possible because she's going to need to get on it. No pedals yet. Alright, that's not too bad. This needs to be lower for her, so I gotta figure out how to do that. Anyway, that's another time, so I'll worry about that. So I'm going to speed it up, put the pedals and everything else on, and then I'll just kind of do a pan around the bike just to let you see it. Pedals have a left and right sticker on them, so you'll know which side of the bike they go on. Let me see if I can back the camera up a little bit so you can see a little bit more. Of what I'm doing. I hope that's better. Okay, now it comes with the toolkit. I need to put the viewfinder down so a little further so I can see what you see. It comes with a little tool bag. I assume it's the things necessary to put it all together, which includes an Allen Phillips head, a flat head, oh, a little thing to put it in to use. Slip it on and off, and then comes with the different little wrenches too. That'd be cool. I'll put that in my little case. What's in this? Oh, the charger. charger aside because you got to charge the battery. Speaking of battery, there should be a key on the battery. Just got to figure out where the key is. I'm sure that's the last thing you wanted to see is a dang hour-long video of someone struggling to put something together. But what the heck, you can skip through, I guess. Alright, I don't see a key. Go to the battery. Oh, it's up here on the handlebars. Let me show what the key looks like. It's got two keys. Keep one location and one in the riding bag. What I mean by riding bag is the bag that I put on the back here to take with me every time I go riding. Riding bag. Okay, I'm seeing if there's any more foam or packaging material on it. I guess if you wanted to know what it actually takes in time from the time I talked about it to the time I finished it, you can watch this video. And have a beer while you're doing it on me. For me. Shoot, I kind of wish I was there with you. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the water bottle on there. It comes with the Allen wrench here. And I'm going to do another video with the accessories we bought for this. Because you can't just get on one and really ride. You gotta, like anything, you gotta prepare some with various things like the bag to carry stuff in, drinking water, other things like I'm gonna bring a spare tube. I'll do another video on that and just kind of, won't be this long, and I'll show you what we end up doing, and I'll show it mounted to everything. This is very, very easy. Very, very easy to do. Everything I've done so far is very easy. One of the reasons why I'm doing this inside is because I don't know if you can pick it up, the rain, it's raining outside, but I'm also not doing the garage because it's cold. And everything on here I wouldn't say is clean, but it should not mess up anything just doing it in the house. Alright, that's that. Make sure it's tight. I was going to do it in my pajamas just to show you that I'm doing it in the house in the comfort of my own home. But that might have been a little inappropriate. Alright, I can see that this is off the track. I don't know if they do that on purpose. Yeah, they have to, because it's been so long since I've even worked on bicycles. Well, that was easy. I was going to say, I'm not sure if I'd be able to do it on camera. Alright, so this says R. Use the right pedal. Let me take that off, because we don't want that on the bike forever, and we don't want the sun melting it into that area of the bike later. So this one says R. Now, one of these screws on clockwise and the other one counterclockwise, so you got to keep that in mind, because the motion of the pedal, you want it to be in a tightening mode, not a loosening mode, and that's why they make one direction and one the other direction. So the right side is clockwise. I brought my tool bag or toolbox in here almost for nothing. I did use the snips and I did use the cutter, so you don't have to have extra tools really. You can, use a kitchen knife, which I've done quite often. Okay, so let me go on the other side here and take that sticker off. And I think I can do it by reaching through here. This one. Yeah, I probably could, but it'd be easier just to go around. So you're here looking at these for some reason. I know it's not just my good looks. You're probably considering an e-bike, and you may be even considering this brand specifically. And because of that, I want to bring you some value in watching this other than a goofy guy in front of you doing something. So I'll try. That's kind of why I'm putting the full-length video up here in real time, more or less, so you can skip ahead and listen to what I have to say about things. Alright, that one's on. I'm not going to put this on the front. It goes up here, and it's got four little attachment points right here that go into these little 4 holes, until I talk to my wife to see if that's something that she actually wants on the front of the bike. So, let me make sure that this is tightened. Alright. Now what's left? I need to take the battery out and get it charging. You want a full charge on this battery from things I've read. So you have to turn the key and it releases it. The seat on this brand lifts up just like that with the lever. I know that because I saw a video on it. And then the key, there's a lock. There's actually a key insertion place. It looks like a lock on the other side. And you turn it one way, it locks it in place. And you turn it the other way, it unlocks it so you can pull it out. And then, that's a heavy battery. That thing's about 10 pounds. And then you take this, you carry it, it's got a handle on it, which is really neat. Ooh, it's even got a little display on it that tells you kind of how charged it is. Let me show you that. It's not showing me anything. I wonder if it's completely dead. Huh. Certainly it's not completely dead. Well, if it is, I'll tell you that there it is. You have to have it in the on position before the on. So I talked to you about the little key here. Oop. And that's what it looks like. And on the fully on position, you can see the display. It's hard doing this backwards. Not hard, but kind of a pain in the butt. So yeah, just carry it around. Now, from what I understand, these are LG cells. Rechargeable lithium ion. Right here, battery pack, model, blah blah blah, LN Energy Technology Company Limited. There, I'll show you that. I understood it to be LG or a Samsung subsidiary or something. Anyway, it's supposed to be a good battery. And so I'll put that on the charger in just a moment. So yeah, that I don't know what else really to tell you. That's pretty much it. I'm going to grab the let me charge the battery. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do that as a first ride video, but I'll bring the camera around. I'll just show you close up. I'll just walk through it with the camera, okay? Now, this is the battery holder, and this screw here was out and it was loose, which is why the battery was shifting back and forth. So I tightened it, and now with the battery installed like so, it's nice and rigid in there. So put the key in and turn it. Let's see, it's not turning to on. Maybe it's not in far enough. Let me finagle with it. Alright, what had to happen was this little part here was just a tad too low. So you can see when you do it like that, it locks it in place. So it was just a tad too low and that little piece wouldn't push through. But now it's in and it's on. And I guess when you ride, you can't take the key out when it's on. But then when it's off, you can turn it off and go somewhere. It'll still remain locked in, I think. Maybe not. Yeah. It'll remain locked in, and they won't have access to the battery because it'll be off. So that's the battery issue solved. Now the seat for my wife, I had her come in here and check it, and it's just a shade too high, maybe an inch or two. But because the package, the deal that came with it this time was a suspension post, so this can kind of ride up and down a little bit for better comfort. But there's this much of a gap from the lowest setting, so if this suspension part wasn't here, this would lower down all the way down to here. So I had to get another post, and I want my wife to be able to touch at least the toes and balls of her feet on the ground with her back surgery, at least in the beginning till she gets strong enough. So I ordered another post, and it was like 15 bucks. So we'll have to remove the suspension part from her bike, but we'll put the improved seat on there to help with comfort. So let me again, looking at the bike, I'll talk to you about the things that made this particular bike attractive to me. One was this, and most bikes have this rack on there, but it's a narrow rack. That way you can put a narrow bike bag on there, which is going to be the most case for me. Later on, maybe my wife will get an actual bigger rack that would bolt onto this. But I also like the fact that it has these mag wheels instead of spokes, because spokes can loosen over time. And in fact, if you watch enough of these e-bike videos, you'll see people explaining how to tighten them. Well, with these mag type wheels, all-the-way wheels, you don't have to worry about that. It's got the 7-speed shift by Shimano. Most of them have that. It's got a 750 watt motor. I think it's a 48 volt battery, and those two combined provide a lot of power. Oh, taking a look here. It's got the reflector here. It's got a tail light. I'll show you that on the riding video, but the tail light has got a brake light and the 2 little signals that also work by. Let me see if I can just give you a little bit of a sample. I don't think it's plugged in. I think I got to figure out something else that's plugged in. But anyway, this is the pedal assist. It's got a horn here. Here's the signals. I'll do a review, like I said, later on. This is the throttle. This is the speed, the 7-speed up and down, push to go like that, and then back up like that. And that works in conjunction with pedaling. This is a color display. I like that a lot. The really cool thing about it also is that on the bottom, it's got a place, a USB port, where you can plug it in to a phone. And I've got a phone adapter that I'm going to put on the handlebars. I'll show you that later too in the accessories video. It's got disc brakes, and if you look at them, hydraulic disc brakes, they're really thick, and I imagine from the review videos I've seen that it has great stopping power. I like that. It's got a little double LED light headlight up here that looks like it's pretty bright. I'll see if I can get that for you. This is for the basket, the rack that's over there behind the box there. Mounts here, and we'll see about mounting that maybe for the wife if she wants. It also has the ability to put a big basket on top of that rack, and so you could have a big basket on the back and on the front if you wanted to. I don't know if all that's needed or not. But it's got, like I said, she got in, she grabbed a hold of the handlebars here and the seat here, and was able to put one leg over really easily, and she almost got up on the seat, but we want absolutely no stability. No loss of stability. I cannot have her fall. If she falls, she's not going to want to do this anymore, and that just can't happen. So this is kind of the unpackaging. I'm going to go get my black bike, and then we'll wrap this video up. I'll put it together and then we'll wrap up the video. I wanted to show you real quick. The battery is turned on. You just hold the power button there in the middle, and this turns on. It's on pedal assist 1. You can go from 0 all the way up to 5, and that's the amount of speed that the battery throws into your pedaling. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. Look at that color screen. It's pretty awesome. Just to provide a little feedback here, this has got that tilt capability. You push this end and it lifts it up so you can get to the battery easier without having to move the seat, and then it clicks back down. On the new, and that's the old, or the seat that normally comes with it, and with the special you get this seat, which seems to be much better, and it takes some work to get it in there, but the latch here can't go in because of this piece here. So I had to slide it in with this underneath this plastic piece here and this piece here. I could probably cut it out and do all that kind of stuff to make it functional, but I've decided instead to try to just at the seat I'll show you. Okay, so with the seat in place, you go to take the battery out. See, the seat's in the way. Now in the other bike over there, you just tilt this up and it's out of the way. In order to do it now, I've got to take the seat completely out to get the battery out, which is a little bit of a pain, but I think it's probably preferable to have that nice seat. I will provide the feedback to, I don't even know how to say it, Vitilan. Sounds better to say Vitilan, so that's why I'm going to say Vitilan. Alright, that's the end of putting these two bikes together, and we'll go ahead and finish this video out. I got another video or two coming with accessories and the first ride and that sort of thing. These two bikes are basically identical. One's white, one's black. Step through feature. They have other kinds that are a little higher up. So yeah, if you have any questions or you want to comment or anything, just leave it, just go ahead and drop it down below and I'll get to it. Crap. There was something else I was going to say. Oh. Alright, that'll conclude this video. I put the bikes together, I'm guessing in about an hour. The black one off camera obviously, but it was pretty much just like the white one. The white one's my wife's, the black one is mine. And yeah, if you want to see, I've got a couple more videos coming up. One on accessories, putting stuff on the bike and what we've chosen to put on the bike, and also the first ride and future rides as well. So if you want to subscribe and just see how we're doing it with these e-bikes and follow along, I'd appreciate it. Just hit the bell so you get notified, and leave a comment too. I'll try to answer them. This is Brent. We'll see you later.